Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here between the Carolina Panthers and the New York Giants. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to hit a double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the safety, Kirk Coleman, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Well, partner, that was not a good omen right there. The very first play from scrimmage, you just want to give yourself a nice, simple throw and hopefully get yourself into a rhythm. That is the last thing you're expecting. And now you put your defense in a tough spot right from the word go.
Stewart is the lone setback. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he's going to take... That's caught inside the 20. A big gain there on the first play of the game. 41 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
And now the offense operates in the... Zone.
Tight ends left. Hey. Four down. Come on, let's go. 38.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So a little jumpy there defensively. Ref caught him in the neutral zone. 5-yard penalty. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
That is incomplete.
They're good good number of coaches that anytime they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Fighting through. Flushed out right. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th. And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And Gano's kick is right through. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So they come into enemy territory. Nice drive to start the game, but they probably wanted 6. They only got 3.
I agree with you totally. That's the expectation. When you get the ball and you start moving it and you're rolling, you think you're going to end up in the end zone. But they should be happy with the 3. A good way to get things going here in this game.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Here we go.
And second and 10. He'll look to throw again. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
Carolina getting set to take the field. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Linebacker spot. Forcing the sack for a loss of 8. And there they bring pressure from the inside and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
Now the play clock, and the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Devin Funchess, 36 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did. And
we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. One play, a long touchdown pass into the end zone. This is taken about 7 yards deep. We get a look at the Panthers defense now. And the interception, the last time they were out there, ended up leading to a touchdown.
So the only thing they didn't get really was the pick six. Because that's what everyone wants. Take it immediately to the end zone. But they're off.
He's got a man. Complete. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham, 83 yards. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And it's hauled in by Ed Dixon. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. And New York set to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right? And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Giants have taken the lead. Well, the defense did their job, and then, boom, a one-play drive. The offense does their job pretty well, too.
Is that called rewarding them and thanking them for what they did? They went right out and put points on the board. Thank you so much for getting us the football.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And the kicker commits the kicker's cardinal sin. He kicks it out of bounds. First down, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen for Stewart. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid game.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. They come up with an offset eye. Back to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Pass interference call. Charles, you were a defender. You know how hard it is to defend the pass without committing this penalty.
And if they would let them play with a little bit more contact and give the defender a better chance, we wouldn't have nearly as many flags.
One receiver left, 3 to the right. Back to throw now on first down. He's going to go up top again. And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on it.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Super Bowl 51 after this.
Let's go. Try 38.
They'll look to throw here. Finding time. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Odell Beckham with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Giants add on to their lead. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it, having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown. At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They come out here in the eye. They go back to the air here after the INT. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. It's a gain of 14 there. And it'll be first down, Panthers.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jonathan Hankins with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
That'll be a gain of 16. And just like that, it's third down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over. But he ended up finding another receiver.
And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now fourth down.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a third down attempt.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
And New York set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
12 yards there as they move the chains. And quickly they get to the line. They'll look to throw here on first down. Dancing to his left. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So you seriously just skip the halftime of the Super Bowl? Who does that? It's the Super Bowl. Watch the halftime show. All right, here we go. Third quarter action now. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is. Right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Olivier Vernon. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Here we go. 1-9. 1-9. Flex round. Flex round.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run. He'll looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Cooper Taylor. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll try and put Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Coney Ely in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Let's go.
Back to throw here. He's going to air one out. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. He'll look to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. That's another great play to come away with the football.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. A good pick up there on 20 yards. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Does the big boy have the juice? And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time there's a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. Under pressure, and he back at the 38. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Come on, let's go! Brand new! Let's run!
They'll set up a throw. This will be caught at the 2. Touchdown, Giants! Odell Beckham with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Giants take advantage of the turnover to put up 6.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete.
Holding. Offense.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. They'll look to throw here. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Here we go! What?
He'll look to throw. And Dixon over the middle. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And New York set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it?
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's the safety, Kurt Coleman. So that right there was his 2nd pick, but keep in mind, this is a guy who once had a rare 3-interception game in his career.
So what are you saying, that getting 2 in a game is like kid stuff for him? That's nothing. He's already
Amateur
done that,
hour.
right? Been there, done that. You know he wants a 3rd again.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And incomplete, an excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But 2nd down instead. Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Well, so they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And you know, when you look over to the bench,
They got his man complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
and how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from it, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Getting late in the fourth now, Charles. 2-minute warning just around the corner.
Yeah, some teams just want to get to that spot, take a breath, and then come out and attack for the rest of the game.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. A little under 2 minutes to go in Super Bowl 51 from Houston. We're back to crown a champion after this. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now a desperation throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Kelvin Benjamin, 46 yards. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham taking it in. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a now a loose football. The ball comes out, and he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. We get a look now at the Giants' defense as they file into position. They've had a couple passing touchdowns against them in this game, and that last drive they really got picked apart.
They've got to figure out how to tighten things up because no matter what they've done, whatever adjustments they've made, offense has been a step ahead of them, so they've got to figure it out. Usually, a sack of the quarterback can help change the momentum.
Maybe bring some pressure.
I think maybe a little bit of pressure would help them greatly.
Second down following the incompletion. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 39. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight.
Here we go. 38.
Looking to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Cooper Taylor. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Trey Boston. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And this is intercepted, and that should this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Odell Beckham, 38 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Giants offense cashes in with 6. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants defense working their way back onto the field now. They are holding serve here at home. The fans were into this one. They did what they needed to do.
And right now I'm just cupping my hand to my ear and listening to the approval that they're getting from the home crowd right now.
That's actually true, by the way. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And New York set to take the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner, and just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. And the New York Football Giants are the toast of the National Football League.